Watch Who?
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Watch Who, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm Mark.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm a Doctor Who fan.
And I'm new to watching Who.
Watching for the very first time.
Very first time.
Maybe we should call it, it's not To Watch Who. I was going to say To Watch Wood.
It's called To Watch Who, Mark.
To Watch Torchwood. To Watch Torchwood. Yes, we are working our way through Doctor Who and the worlds of Doctor Who. Yes, that's all the spin-offs. And you join us, everybody. We're just hanging out in the hub at Torchwood, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just having some pizza. You're doing some experiments over there on the computer.
Always. That's all I'm ever doing. Experiments on the computer.
We're just hanging out here. We got all the recording equipment around us and stuff.
Yeah, I've ordered a Chinese, waiting for it to come.
So we started Torchwood last week, the very first episode, where Gwen found out about Torchwood. It was a bit of a setup, wasn't it? And
Last
Susie...
week's episode felt like a Doctor Who spin-off. This week's episode felt like its own show.
Ah, very interesting. Yeah, okay, we will get to that. We've got a few little updates before we get into the episode, but it's day one this week. As I say, last week we found, Gwen found Torchwood, Susie got shot, put on ice. But a couple of updates. Talking to listener Dan the other week, right? There was almost a new Neighbours Guy situation. I just have to say, but it has been averted. I've learnt from Neighbours Guy. So I was going to send Dan some Battles in Time cards. You know, those Doctor Who cards with the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'll send you some because he wanted to get some and I've got some spares. And he sent me his address and I just had a really busy week and I didn't get around to doing it. And then when I saw him, he was like, "You've not sent me those cards yet." And I was like, oh my God. This is the new Neighbours Guy. Dan is new Neighbours Guy with the hard drive. But it's not. I've sorted it out. I posted them.
Can we just clarify? You mean as in you're just terrible at sending things to people?
Yeah, because I didn't send that.
We don't mean the Australian Neighbours Guy here.
Okay, yes, let's clarify.
There are several Neighbours Guys. Let's just clarify which Neighbours man you mean.
Hard drive Neighbours Guy. The hard drive that I had for like over 6 months that I never sent.
Yeah, not the guy that messaged you every single day.
No.
When I think of Neighbours Guy, that's who I think of. Not hard drive man. Can we distinguish them, please? Hard drive man, Neighbours Guy.
Okay, everyone. Hard drive man, Neighbours Guy. And if you're not sure what we're talking about, it all starts off from the Space Pirates onwards. I always say that. Listen to that episode first and work your way through the art of To Watch Who and Neighbours Guy.
That's Neighbours Guy.
Happens
but
there.
Hard drive man is different. So you're talking about hard drive man.
Yes, yeah. Hard drive man. Well,
to
anyway.
Clarify that because I was getting confused there.
Anyway, I've learned from hard drive man. I posted just within a week, Dan, his cards. There we go. How great am I?
I mean, in this thing, you have gone from accusing Dan of being the next Neighbours Guy to then trying to rectify your own mistake. But yeah, sure.
Okay, maybe I should say it's a neighbour situation of me not posting stuff. Anyway.
Hi, Dan. We love you.
If anyone's here just for the Torchwood episodes, they have no idea what we're talking about. You have to do the
we love you, Dan.
But also, I'm going to say as well, I bet there are some people that like skip and only do the Doctor Who episodes that we do, or skip the Doskers. So skippers, you are missing out on a new arc that we are starting here on To Watch Who. We are opening, before we start talking about this episode, we're opening a Torchwood file, okay? Get this. I was going through like my old emails, right, that I had a long time ago. And I have emails from Ross.
No!
I have his email address.
No way!
So we're opening a Torchwood file on Ross to track him down. Tosh has been doing the computer programming for me.
Oh my God.
So for new listeners, Yanto's got a file on the background. So basically Ross, I was friends with him in primary school. He borrowed my Remembrance of the Daleks VHS, and I know I never got that back. And I just sort of lost touch with him a little bit. When we went to different secondary schools, and we talk about Ross because he used to borrow Doctor Who videos off me. He had Remembrance of the Daleks, Poster magazine, and obviously my videos. So we always talk about Ross having my video.
Ross.
So this is part one. We won't go for because we need to get on with the episode.
Oh my God,
So,
have you got emails from Ross?
so I got emails from Ross, which I have no memory about, and this is 2003.
Oh my goodness.
So we're at different secondary schools here, and this is June 2003. So I'm in sixth form here, A levels. Okay, so this starts off, and this is from Ross's work email at the time. And we must have been, because I had a video camera back then, I think I said, we were like playing like little video, making little scripts and stuff. So this first one, it says from Ross, when will we start writing the script for the comedy? Any ideas you wish to share, let me know. I can type the script up if you wish. I can be the writer and you can be the director and we can be co-producers. What do you think? Let me know as I'm going to think about starting to write. Here, ya soon, your pal Ross. So we're going back as well. I don't think we had mobile phones then.
No.
So he's emailing through this. I have no memory of this. So I've said, I'll email you to confirm Sunday. We can do the week after if you want. And he's put, can't do it the week after as I'm going on holiday and it'll have to be this Saturday or not until 2 weeks after as I'm quite busy. Hear from you tomorrow to confirm. Bye, Ross. It's so sort of weird and formal as well. I think obviously this email is new to us as well at this time.
Yeah.
Oh, but then I've got another one saying from him, hi, Mark, sorry, I didn't arrive on Saturday to do the editing, but I got held up and couldn't get rid of Luke, who's our other friend. That's a whole other story. Maybe we could do it another time, but I'm on holiday from Sunday to Sunday next week, so I won't be around.
Got a lot of holidays.
Maybe Saturday or after, whenever you're free. Hope you wasn't waiting for me. See you soon, Ross. So there you go. We've got no way of communicating if he hasn't turned up to my house or whatever. It's so bizarre. Anyway, I've got a lot from Ross, and then it transfers over from his work email to it's a Hotmail account. But I'm thinking I might email it and see if he's still using it or see what's happened.
People still do use Hotmail. Very few, but some do.
Some people. Well, I think it moved over to Microsoft, so I don't know how. I don't think is anybody's email at hotmail.com.
Some people still do use Hotmail. My mum still uses Hotmail.
There we go. So, everybody, if you haven't skipped our Torchwood episodes,
oh my God,
you are getting more stuff on
Ross.
So the Ross files are officially open, everybody.
Oh my God.
More next week.
Worst case, it bounces. Look, worst case, you get a bounce.
I haven't sent anything yet. I haven't. But
I'm excited for you.
I'm excited, yeah. It's the close. Because he's still, again, nothing on social media.
Wild. Not even Instagram.
I can't find anything with Ross. I can't even find
LinkedIn?
No, look there, nothing. No Ross there, nothing. We'll get Torchwood onto it.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, let's go on to today's episode. Day 1. How should we do this? I've got notes sort of through the story, so do you want to go through and we'll talk about it as we go along?
Probably the easiest way, and then it was a while since I watched it now, so...
Okay, so it'll remind you what's happened. I've got here, the first thing is Reese and Gwen are bowling down the Red Dragon Centre in Cardiff.
Yeah.
Which is still there, the bowling alley. It's all still there, isn't it?
All still there, yeah,
still there.
For now.
We didn't really talk about Reese very much, but that's her boyfriend, who, again, isn't really in it much. Because this story, again, it's a little bit like following Rose's journey, isn't it? With the domestic and the extraterrestrial stuff. There's a bit of a back and forth there, but not too much. She gets a text and has to go to work. I couldn't work out where they're having dinner outside.
I think in town near Mill Lane. You know where the arcades are?
Yes, that's it. Oh, yes. Because they come out of there, don't they?
Yeah.
Those restaurants and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's at that end.
They don't pay the bill, which is
rude. But then they appear much further down. They appear by back of the Hilton, by where Revs de Cuba and JD Jim is at the back, that alley where, oh my gosh, what club is there?
Revs de Cuba.
Live Lounge is there.
Okay, so basically a meteorite is coming down near Revs de Cuba.
And they appear at Live Lounge.
Near at Live Lounge. And Gwen gets a text for Torchwood. She gets that text from Torchwood, she's by Live Lounge. But I think when they're having dinner, they're near Mill Lane, because I swear I saw some arcades and stuff. Yeah, I was trying to work out where that was. Again, you can see how old this is. The phone is so dated, isn't it? It's those kind of things that dates.
Yeah.
So that's funny. And off she goes. So it's her first day of work. And I've got as well, I don't know, I've told you this story. Do you have any memorable first days at work?
I remember my first day at work with you.
Oh, do you? Tell me.
It was a conference. It was a conference that day. I don't remember what conference, but it was a conference. I remember having to do teas and coffees.
Basically, everybody knew was like, you have to help me with the teas and coffees, the tons of teas and coffees. Was that
Pretty
your
much.
first day? I don't.
Yeah.
I think I remember like
It
helping
was
everybody.
upstairs. It was a conference. I think it was about 100. And we were doing teas and coffees.
I remember training everybody on like the diary systems and stuff.
Yeah.
And on the ticket system.
We were doing that in between.
Because there was a few. Did you start at the same time as Charlotte?
Yeah.
Because I remember training her on reception.
Yeah.
And I said something to her. I said, "Oh, you need to delete that." And she went, "Delete, delete." I was like, "Oh my God." She went, "Do you watch Doctor Who?" And I was like, sometimes, because I didn't want to say. And she's like, "Oh, it's the Cyberman in Doctor Who." And I was like, "Okay." And I was just like, "Oh my God, someone's mentioned Doctor Who to me." That's why I remember that.
That's so funny.
But I was going to tell you.
Little did they know.
I didn't talk about Doctor Who, did I?
No, you did not.
I was just so shocked the moment she said that to me. I was just like, I just froze. I've told you this, my first
your first day's wild.
Day at the gate. Oh, well, apart from that, I just remember, so Mark, the guy who was in charge then, who I bumped into at Big Finish Day and goes to Doctor Who stuff. Little did I know he knew Doctor Who things.
No, you're everywhere, you lot.
My first boss there. I walked in and there was like, like a saloon gate thing, wasn't there, as you went into reception? Like a swing gate that you went through. I don't know, it might have gone by the time you got there. Anyway,
I think it had gone by then, yeah.
So, first day, really nervous, and he brings us in and you go through this gate into the office. And I remember he opened this gate thing and to this day, I don't know, he said, "Welcome." And he sort of had his hand out. And I think he had his hand out to usher me through. But I just took it and shook his hand and went, "Thanks," and walked in. Because looking back at it now, that's not the time because I'd already had a chat to him and walked in. And then he was ushering me through, I think. But I just grabbed his hand and shook it. That's what I thought he was doing. And looking back at now, that's so embarrassing. That is my most memorable first day of work. Just being like, "Oh, thank you," and shaking his hand.
Oh my God.
And then they always used to make you do those personality tests online. So it was like, sit here for 3 hours and do multiple choice online to find out what thingy you are.
A lot of bollocks, yeah. Oh my! I did like 4 of those while I worked there.
Yeah, we always have to do those.
Loved doing those, didn't they?
Yeah.
They loved us doing those.
Didn't actually help.
I had a whole day of doing those.
I think all those things have like been debunked now. They're not really proper. I mean, not that they were.
Not that they were when we were there. I don't know anywhere else that did them.
You did all those questionnaires and then it would say like what type of personality you are to what type of worker you are or something.
Yeah, I spent I had to, do you remember, did you have to go to that entire day thing where we talked about them?
Oh, we had a few sessions like that, I think, yeah.
Gosh, so many.
Yeah.
Someone made a killing, I tell you what. It was interesting to do once, but because I did my apprenticeship, I think we did it. And then I did it through the church stuff. So I did it through the apprenticeship side. So I did it twice in 1 year.
Yeah.
And then I did it when I was a manager. I did it loads.
I mean, and the thing is, I'd just be like answering how I ever felt on the day. It wasn't like always the same.
No, exactly. And things change. And
yeah. So that was our first days of work. And then obviously for the rest of that day, you always obviously tell people, "Oh, my first day was obviously I was supposed to be doing admin in the office. It was get up this ladder and polyfill in the roof because."
Absolutely brilliant.
Because they were like, when people walked upstairs, like dust would come down on the desks and stuff.
That should have been a sign to me of things to come for you.
I know.
You, on your first day, were sent up to polyfill a ceiling.
Yeah, and because I started, so this girl started on the same day and it was her job to hold the ladder for me. That was the first day of the job.
It's just a wild story to me that was your first day.
Yeah. Anyway.
That is just... Like, whenever you've told me that story, it is still so funny. But not as funny as the first day you told me. I think I was crying. I think I cried with laughter. I was like, that should have told you, Mark, what was coming.
It was like, because the ceiling was like this wooden...
It was really high.
It was really high.
Like, guys, this ceiling, it was an old church. This ceiling was high. The Mark must have been really high up on a ladder, and it was real thin wooden panes that he's polyfilling.
Well, it was this sort of wooden slats on the roof, and there was a gap in between. And they gave me this the polyfiller thing. It was like brown polyfiller, which didn't really blend into the sort
No,
of
of course it
reddish
didn't.
brown ceiling. And I was doing it. I was thinking, it kept like dripping down on
Of course
me.
it did. It never did it before. You're like one of the least handymen I know.
Oh
Love.
my God. Anyway, let's move on. Right. Anyway, but Gwen also has a
Actually,
memorable.
no, that's not true. You would put in a nail in a wall.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, you can do that. So I take that back.
Yeah.
I take back that statement.
Okay. Thanks.
And you help paint my flat.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Anyway, Gwen has a memorable first day in this. Yeah. So Meteorite comes down, sort of typical sort of X-Files-y things. They come in and they're doing their thing, and this gas escapes.
Through sex. Oh, no, not yet. Not through sex yet, sorry.
Not through, well, we don't know yet. We don't know. This pink gas escapes this meteorite thing. Oh, and we didn't really talk about, because we didn't really see the team that much, the roles that the team have. So Owen's the sort of medical one. Tosh does the computer stuff, doesn't she? Yanto's in the office a lot, and Jack is obviously Jack. And then Gwen is a bit sort of just catching up all the time, isn't she? So she's walking through, goes through all the army people and stuff, and Jack sort of helps her get through. I love the shot of that, actually, where they're coming into the, because it's all at night time, and you've got all the army stuff around and everything. And Gwen has, I don't know if you noticed, she's got like a toolkit, but to make it like a space toolkit, and because it's a night time, obviously they put just some lights in the top of it to start.
My favourite
and I thought that was quite cool.
At the side of the car.
Oh, their car. Yeah.
Their car, inside, they've just got 2 strip lights on each side, because it's like a tech car.
Yeah, it's got to be a tech car. Yeah, they've got all the technology in that car, and then, yeah, that's quite cool. Meanwhile, the gas has escaped into Cardiff and finds Caris, our supporting character of the week, our main character, or villain of the week.
She's a really good actress.
I think we'll find as well as we go through, because obviously it's set in Cardiff, loads of local Welsh actors.
Well, look through her past, and she's done a lot of Welsh drama. Like, she's done stuff for S4C and stuff since.
Yeah, I think a lot of these actors in these sort of supporting character roles are going to be from sort of local talent, which is quite nice. Yeah, she's brilliant, and she's outside the club. So again, the filming stuff is a bit strange, because when she's outside is near we were talking about last week, opposite near Bar Icon, the stairs down.
Here initially, I thought that was Thingy Show Bar, not Minty. What was it called? Minsky Show Bar.
Minsky's, but there's that.
You know when the bar, yes, so they're by Icon, but when they're there with the guards on the door.
Yeah, I think that's just down that road where the job centre's down the other end, and that's near the M&S.
Yeah, that's Minsky's Show Bar.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think that's Minsky's Show Bar, and she goes down. But then later on, they're at Icon.
Yeah, inside, they're at Pulse. That's Pulse.
Oh, is it Pulse?
There's no other club that looks like that in Cardiff. Icon was just a small bar, which Owen was in last week. That in the club bit, the clubbing bit, is Pulse. Yeah. Is Pulse. So they move around. The outside and the insides are all different. It's
definitely not Pulse. It's Pulse and not Wow. No, it wouldn't be Wow.
Yeah, there's not that many options for a club. I mean, looking at that club, do people do a lot of clubbing nowadays? Is that happen? Maybe I'm just not. I just don't know. It just seems so alien now.
The thing is, because I was trying to think, because I have been to Pulse, but I think it's been over a year since I've been to Pulse.
Well, those metal things, I think, that's why the sort of round.
That's what I was, when I was last at Pulse, it was for a drag night. And that's what I was trying to think, what did it look like in Pulse? So, we are talking 20 years ago as well. And this is the thing. So I was just trying to remember. And I think you are probably right. But Pulse, I didn't think, it never feels as big as that does Pulse, but you're probably right.
No, because it's empty as well, pretty much. Even with the clubbing scene, there's not tons of people in there.
I thought it could have been somewhere like Tiger.
No, it's definitely not Tiger.
It's Tiger, because they use Tiger for Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah, they do in Doctor Who later on, but it's definitely not Tiger.
Fine. Because I was going to say, it's flat, also had silver.
I literally could just look up on the locations guide and find out right now.
I don't think it's Pulse.
Okay. I would put a lot of money on it.
Like, not as long as that.
No, it's Pulse.
I don't think it's Pulse.
Here
And
we
it has
go.
more levels, and there was no levels in there.
No, there was levels. Damn it. The nightclub Karis is possessed at Minsky's show bar.
Boom, I got that bit right. So I think the whole thing must be filmed in Minsky's. Minsky's. So back in the day, Minsky's, you went down, and to be fair, Minsky's was massive.
Oh yes, because in Minsky's did they have drag? Because
They used to have drag in there as well.
Because there was a drag queen called Mona Lott that used to go. That's where I met Mona Lott. Yes, it's down there, so it is in the same place. It must have
been all in Minsky's.
Yes,
it was really old. Because also when I was watching it, I was trying to think. I wonder if this is Minsky's. But when I remember going to Minsky's, I mean that bar looked better than Minsky's did when I went.
That's what I was thinking. It looks much bigger to me, but actually, it
was long as Minsky's, and Pulse isn't as long as that. This is very detailed. We're really
okay, right.
People. We're like arguing about how long the bar is.
Okay. Well, so Karis
how
goes
long a gay bar is in Cardiff.
So Karis is at Minsky's in Cardiff,
which is closed now. Sorry, no one can go to Minsky's. Yeah. But I also remember Minsky's having carpet. That's why I was like, I didn't think it was Minsky's.
Because opposite Minsky's, when I first moved to Cardiff, there was a club. Was it called Exit? I want to say it was called Exit. I only ever went there once. I was very, very drunk. And there was a magazine with John Barrowman as Captain Jack in it. And there's a picture of me being like, oh my God. Because I just first moved to Cardiff.
That's funny.
But no.
When you first moved, so what year's this come out?
This is 2006.
So you see, yeah, I've moved to Cardiff 2009.
Oh, me too.
September 2009.
It couldn't have changed. Yeah, it might have changed a little bit. Anyway, we better get on. Karis is at Minsky's. We've established. I can't believe how
long we've argued about the length of a drag club.
And this is where the story sort of takes a little bit. So she gets possessed. Okay, so far, standard
so
sci-fi.
Far, so good.
People get possessed in Doctor Who all the time, by
classic. Yeah, classic scenario.
What doesn't happen in Doctor Who all the time? They then have to go and find orgasmic energy, and there's a sex scene. What were you thinking when you saw that going on?
I was like, wow. What did it remind me of? Of that sort of 2000s era. I mean, it didn't remind me of anything. I just didn't feel like I was in Doctor Who anymore.
That is the thing that made you not. Yeah, I mean. It's definitely a statement.
I suddenly felt like I'm watching its own show, which was quite nice, actually. There is a corker of a line that comes up in this, and I wish, oh my gosh, I need to have watched this again. What's his name, the lad?
Oh, are you talking about, I know what you're going to say. You're talking about Owen. You're talking when Owen says he came and went or something.
Yeah, that line is probably the best line in Doctor Who universe I've ever heard.
Oh, no way.
That is the best line in Doctor Who ever. When he said that, howled.
It's definitely a choice to do this now and this definitely sets down, this is what Torchwood is going to be like in tone now from the second episode. And it definitely puts a spin on a different thing. Back in the day with the Third Doctor and the Brigadier and everyone, all the alien threats to Earth, they never thought of doing that.
Look, I'll steal a story, but this is what Thingy was talking about, because he watched this when he was, well, how old would he have been? Did he say 2006? Was it? It came out.
Yeah.
So he'd have been 11, and he watched. He was like, "Ooh, Doctor Who spin-off." Watched the first episode, and then started watching the second episode, and his parents were like, "This isn't for you."
No. But that's the thing. It's a strange choice to do that, isn't it? Because you have a huge audience with David Tennant and Billy Piper and all the kids watching, and they're going to find it. You're going to find it. If I was that, I'd be finding it at that age because I'd want to watch a Doctor Who thing.
He was excited that it was a Doctor Who spin-off.
And it's funny, like having, like
he
last
never
week.
Watched it because. Like, this isn't for you. Or maybe I can't remember. Oh no, he wanted to watch. He was like, oh no, but like, no.
But it's funny, isn't it? Because like the gore and stuff. I mean, Mary Whitehouse. I'm so glad she didn't imagine Mary Whitehouse. I can see it now. The children watching the sex scene and the orgasmic alien. It's interesting, like last week was the Weevil, and we were talking about the blood and the violence.
Yeah.
And if I was younger, I think my parents would let me watch. We watch like horror films and stuff and all that kind of thing. And I'm just trying to think. I mean, but this is more like the sort of the sex route is something completely different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where, so yeah, it's definitely a choice, and obviously it's quite an infamous episode of Torchwood, isn't it? The sex one. Everyone knows the sex one.
Well, yeah, it was interesting because when you said about this, you were like, you'll know after the second episode.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely sets that out, doesn't it? So then we get obviously Torchwood investigating that. So the guy like disappears, and now it's like a murder investigation. And then this is where we see the dynamics of the team a little bit more in this episode, because, like you say, there's that sort of, the comments from Owen. There's a little bit of bickering in the team, and Gwen, again, doing a Rose thing, seems the only one with a heart about it that sort of care. And for them, it's like the daily thing. They can joke about it, but she's like, this is a person. And then they get Karis and they get her down, and you see, she's locked up in the hub. They find her. And then obviously, again, it's sort of comedy, isn't it? Because I think she's given off pheromones or something, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Again.
But also, I think that it just shows that, like, it sort of shows that it's not afraid to go anywhere.
Exactly. And again, I just can't imagine William Hartnell or John Purby reading these scripts or whatever, or doing it, but Brigadier, she's a nymphomaniac. We must track her down. Liz,
Yeah.
all of that. And actually, this reminds me, so the pheromones, and then Gwen sort of goes down to see her, and then we get a kiss.
Yeah,
between
exactly.
Gwen and all that kind of stuff. And that really does even pushes it even more, doesn't it? So our regulars are sort of getting involved.
I liked when we saw the monster from last week.
Yeah, and they've got the weevils down there, haven't they? Yeah.
It sort of reminded me of that.
Yeah, well, it's all one continuous story, isn't it? It's still carrying on. And
yeah, because I think you could get carried away with all that, and it grounded back to this moment of, like, from last week.
I mean, it's that sort of writing that we have in New Who, isn't it? Where you get some ridiculous moment of silliness, and then you have that emotional, or that grounded, like you said, that grounded scene where it's Gwen and she's
she's literally been snogging her. She's come out, and then she's scared by that.
And then she's scared, and then she's
by this monster from last week.
And then she's like, what is my job now? What is all of this? Because she's never done this before. And it's that moment of like, actually, what is this happening? And this isn't Russell T Davies. This is Chris Chibnall, who runs Jodie Whittaker's time as the Doctor. This is his first sort of part of the world of Doctor Who. So he's sort of overseeing the scripts of this.
Of Torchwood.
Torchwood, yeah. I mean, Russell is obviously still involved and stuff, but he's doing this. I mean, actually, the Gwen snogging bit reminds me of a story about the pheromones. I'll tell you, I do feel terrible about it now. There was this girl at my school.
Oh my God,
no, and she was absolutely lovely. And this is so, it's not, I didn't mean it at the time. I thought, I think it was her birthday. We were like 18 or whatever, at A-levels. And she was very, I don't know how to put it. I don't know. She was very not like that at all. The complete opposite. Quite a shy person. I bought her something from Anne Summers for her birthday because I thought it would be a fun thing. So I bought that shampoo Pump and Hump. Do you ever have that? Which has like pheromones in it? I don't know if they still do it now. I feel so, and we were all in Weatherspoon, we were having and I sort of gave her as a present. She unwrapped it and was like really embarrassed. And I felt, I don't know, I just wasn't thinking. A teenager, I wasn't thinking.
Yeah.
And I gave her this Pump and Hump, and she must have been like, oh, thank. Like, it was just awful. I would not do that now, but it's sort of in my memory as like a really awful moment that I thought, because I just that'll be a fun thing, Pump and Hump. It's like a jokey. It's called Pump. I don't know, so I don't know if they still do it in Ann Summers. It was like a.
I need to look it up.
I've got never heard of it. It's got pheromones.
Have I bought Ann Summers Pump and Hump? Let's look.
That's what basically this alien thing. I mean, it was like pink shower gel, so that's maybe where the alien thing comes from. It's literally that from Torchwood. You can recreate Torchwood, everyone. Get Ann Summers Pump and Hump. That's what you're gonna have. Anyway, so I apologise for doing that, but I just thought it was funny at the time in a silly way.
Right, I'm looking. Pump and Hump, Ann Summers. It comes up with nothing, Mark. Ann Summers, yes, what? Body wash?
Yeah, this was 2004, by the way. I don't know. Pump
No.
and Hump shower.
I'm getting other things, but not that.
No, it's definitely Pump and Hump.
I'm
And
on
Summers.
images. I'm getting other things. It ain't that.
Oh no. Oh yeah, do you know what? This reminds me, this might be a good place to say this. You know, because Torchwood is a bit more like adult and stuff.
Yeah.
Does that mean we can, like, you know, swear a bit more on here than we usually do? Not that we do
I
anyway.
always do anyway,
I mean,
Mark.
you do it, but you know, we could be a bit more late night Torchwood on
Are
here.
you going to be
we?
more risque, Mark?
I mean, I could be.
Mark might be risque, everyone. You've been
Let's be
warned.
Pump and Hump and Summers. No, I think I mean, it was probably discontinued many years ago, but I definitely. Oh yeah, that's not. I definitely bought it. I went into Ann Summers and got it.
You got Pump and Hump.
We got Pump and Hump. Anyway, if anyone has experienced Pump and Hump, tell us about it.
Experience the Pump and Hump.
But it was like shower gel with pheromones in it. I don't know what that means, but anyway, let's carry on. And then actually, again, another grounding moment. They all sit round and have Chinese takeaway. I've just realised why you said Chinese takeaway at the beginning now. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Around and eat Chinese.
But then that's a useful moment as well, because then we find out that no one knows about Jack very much.
And also, bear in mind, she's forgotten because her mind's been cleared. She's been told all this. Gwen has her thing, doesn't he? Because he tells her everything, but then he gives her that thing to clear her mind.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she knows that he was from, like, World War or whatever. What you can look up in the record.
No, she doesn't know anything.
Well, she knows what's on the record because they say about, it was World War or whatever. They don't know anything else about him, where he's from, nothing else at all.
That's it. Because he gives her the
So that is quite nice, and it's good to see. Just to spend a little bit more time with the characters. I think it's a little bit uneven though, because they're sort of all getting on, and then suddenly Owen's having a go at her, isn't he, and stuff, and they're sort of bicker, don't they, between themselves? They're not like a.
It's not harmonious, shall we say?
It's not. No, they're sort
of
a
harmonious stuff.
They sound a bit sort of fed up with each other a bit sometimes and stuff.
Yeah,
they're a bit. So we'll see how that goes. It's a bit uneven, but I think that you need that to create a bit of drama sometimes, don't you?
I feel like it's something that will settle, but I kind of get the whole new energy that someone's brought in.
Yeah, she's sort of coming in, disrupting the dynamic and asking sort of more questions and being like, well, why aren't we doing this, or why don't you care about this? So yeah, it's sort of unsettling it, isn't it? Karis escapes from Torchwood. Oh yeah, because there's that bit with Owen as well, and they're laughing at him. And oh yeah, the Jack has a bit of a fight with her. I was like, he gets this, like, I don't know, sword thing, and she's got like a spanner. It's like, well, what you can do? You can't hurt her. You can't, like, do anything.
I found that quite interesting. I liked that, and how he opens it to let her out, and the hand. We've seen the hand. The
hand comes in again. We saw that last time. So he's like, that's the most precious thing, because we know that it's the Doctor's hand. I mean, we know it's the Doctor's hand. It's not been stated, but we know that's from. And then we have Karis going around in town and looking for people. Oh, she goes to her ex-boyfriend, doesn't she?
Brilliant, love that. I love them, like, thinking like, well, where would you go? And
she plays it, so the change when she's possessed and not, because we know, again, in Doctor Who stuff, sometimes possessed acting isn't the best, but you can really tell.
She does really. It's not. Really good. It is really good.
Yeah, and that she's and that we find out as well, because Owen does this little medical thing and shows the rat and everything and says this is what's going to happen to her. So then we've got a race against time now as well added in there, and she goes to the sperm donor.
Of course, she worked at a sperm clinic. Of course, she did. What were the chances of that?
That's right. And then
that's on opposite your old Barbers.
Oh my God, opposite my old Barbers. Yes, I recognise that building. Oh, that was the best Barbers. Well, actually, yeah, no, it was. It was the best Barbers. Great barber. Windsor Barbers, where...
That's gone now.
Oh, has it? Windsor. Benedict Cumberbatch used to come specially to have his a shave, yeah. I think if I just made that up, I don't know.
Feel like
Not
you probably just made that up.
celebrities from London came down to that barber shop. I remember them telling me about it. It was a very exclusive barber shop.
Well, I feel like after COVID they struggled a bit.
Well, I mean, I'd left because my
You've
guy
gone with your barber.
gone with my barber. He left there. I remember that time because I used to go in and he always used to cut my hair. And then on his last day, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm leaving. I'm opening," like sort of whispering to me, like, "I'm setting up my own one. Can I take your number and I'll let you know when I'm open up?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I went to him. Anyway, so the sperm clinic's opposite where my barber's was. I mean, she must have got around there a lot. When they open all the doors, there's so many piles of dust in every single room.
I know, she got around, bless her.
She got around, didn't she? That's quite fun. And then they've got this plan, haven't they? That Gwen is like, again, the self-sacrifice sort of moment, isn't she? And then we've already had when Owen has the trap thing earlier on. Obviously, that's going to come back again, and they use that to trap her. And it's quite sad because then the gas thing just sort of dies. They sort of kill it, don't they?
It was dying anyway, wasn't it, really? Because it was like, it wasn't getting the same buzz.
It was. And then there's that bit where Jack snogs her and gives like this energy, which is like the regeneration energy. It's a very Doctor moment, which is what obviously the bad wolf stuff that Rose had. It's sort of still there. I feel like that should just really be for the Doctor to do stuff like that. I don't know. That's a very.
I wondered whether it's because he's not human.
But he is human.
I thought he was.
Jack is human. He's just from the future.
Oh, I guess he is. Yeah.
He now is immortal because Rose brought him back, and it was just a freak of nature that he can't die because of the bad wolf thing. Because he got shot by the Daleks, and Rose did that bad wolf where she erased all the Daleks, and she brought him back, and it's just a fluke. It's gone wrong, and he just can't die. It's too strong. So he's a human he was like a time agent human from the future. He travelled in time.
Yeah.
But he's not like
in my
alien.
head, it's like some sort of alien from.
No. So
no, you're right.
I mean, he gets a snog, and then afterwards, Gwen sort of kisses Jack on the lips at the end as well, which is a bit of a.
It all goes on. There's a lot of kissing in this episode. There's a lot of good snogs, you know.
Yeah.
We all get a snog in this episode.
Yes.
A lot of nakedness, a lot of snogs.
Yeah. You know, in terms of an episode, were you just thinking, this is ridiculous, or this is hilarious, or this is actually a good story?
It, but I did check the time. I was like, how long is left?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, I was like, how long's left? Oh, I've got 15 minutes left. Okay.
At what point was it?
About 30 minutes for me.
Okay. Where she's sort of on the run and they're trying to track her down, and
I felt like, and I don't know whether it's just getting used to it, but I felt almost that it could have been two stories.
What do you mean?
It felt almost like it could have been 2 30-minute stories, this.
2 episodes, you mean? Like broken down?
2 episodes that were 30 minutes.
Oh. I mean, I don't think there's enough there to stretch out the story.
I don't know. You're right, but in another way, I struggled with it being 45. And maybe, I was thinking, is it me getting used to it being 45? But Doctor Who's been 45.
They've all been 45, yeah.
So I don't know. But, and maybe it's just because it is a different sort of show and a different pace and feeling. But I got to about 30 minutes and I was like, is this where we are? I had to check. And I was like, oh my gosh, we've got 15 minutes to go.
Because we're still, and I'm trying to remember, we're still quite Gwen focused, aren't we? Because we're still dealing, it's essentially, again, her first day at work, so she's still up to speed. We haven't got the team. Do you know what I mean? With the Doctor Who episode, the companion has their first story, don't they? They join. And then their proper first story is them still being like, oh, wow, we're here, blah, blah, and they make a mistake or something.
Which happened here. She made a mistake. She let it out.
Yeah. So then maybe the next one, then it's sort of established, and you know, in classic Who, we forget that they're new or whatever, and it's just as if they've been doing it forever. And we don't. Again, there's so many characters like in the team. Everyone gets a bit, but it's not like Tosh has a load to do in this, or Owen, or Yanto even. So it's still, we'll see how that goes in terms, because you've got a lot of lead characters to do something, but it's so,
But yeah,
but
I
they
don't know.
don't.
I can't put my finger on it. What would have helped? I really can't. Because actually, there was a lot I liked. Like, there was some really, like I say, it really started. I liked that they arrived on the scene. I liked that things moved quickly there. I think I maybe would have liked to have seen them trying to find it more. Like, they just appear at a lot of stuff and we don't really see. Like, they just found her house. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, because Torch was quite powerful. They can just look up all the facial recognition. They've got access to all the CCTV in Cardiff, all the documents, everything. So they can sort of pinpoint stuff quite quickly, can't they?
I think I'd have liked to have seen that though. We see them searching a computer and that they're going to, maybe I'd have liked more of a, got it. All right, let's go. And then we appear. I don't know. I'm really being picky. I don't know what would have helped. I don't answer, but
But we stopped while Gwen printed out her school report for no reason.
that's what there were certain things that I was like, some of that stuff, I was a bit like, I don't know why that's the focus when other things haven't been.
I think we don't get a massive, like, it's again, Alien gets out, they've got to capture it, sorted. I think it wasn't more elaborate than that because we need to establish Gwen's part in the team and that she's a bit different to everyone else because she cares more and she has that relationship with the people rather than it's an alien in a cage. It's trying to show us that, isn't it? That,
maybe I just found that really boring though.
So yeah.
I think, like I say, the stuff in the club, when we're seeing all that, load of that early dialogue, early on, really enjoyed it. When we see her at the house, when she's there with her dad, really early on.
We didn't talk about, again, sorry, William Hartnell, we didn't talk about that man wanking in the CCTV footage.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of, but they're the sort of things when I'm watching it, and I was like, that made it feel, it made it feel a little bit more real in terms of, how do you know that? And they're like, yeah, that's how you know that, you dirty perv. And two, it made it not feel like a Doctor Who show anymore. Like, and I quite liked it. It made it feel a little bit more gross, and it connected to like what had happened prior with him letting her in and stuff.
What? Who letting who in?
That's the same guard that let her in.
Oh, right. Okay, right.
Yeah.
I think they're still
all
fine.
that sort of the really early stuff I really liked. And then for me, and then she goes back home and then she got out. I don't know. And then at some point after that, it sort of slowed, really slowed down. And then I really I was a bit like, okay. And then I kind of was like, well, where's it? I don't know. I was just a bit like, when's
it quickly goes to a bit of sort of Monster of the Week, a little bit.
It goes to I think I just found it a bit bland. You know, we go down the thing, we talk to her. I found all that stuff where she was printing out all the stuff really boring.
Yeah, I was thinking, where's this going?
Yeah, and he's like, this is why we need you. And I was thinking, it's really fucking obvious. Like, it's not that smart. If that's why you need Gwen on the team, you've got a problem. Like, how have you solved anything? It's not really anything exceptionally amazing she's brought here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's the same.
Like you say, she's printed out some school reports and she's gone, this is her as a person. You didn't need that. Again, she used to be a police officer, or she's still supposed to be a police officer. It would have been more like, this is where she works and this is her family and this sort of stuff. It's not her fucking school reports. It's suddenly got access to a computer where it has all this information. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That sort of stuff I found really fucking boring. I'll just say it. And then that's, I think, where I was a bit like, after that, I was like, I'm a bit switched off now.
And it gets, as I say, it gets resolved. I like sort of like the go around the sperm donor place though, and sort of tracking her down.
Oh yeah, and then of course she works in a sperm donor place.
Yeah.
Of course you do. I don't know why that wasn't made more of a joke of. Like, that could have picked it back up into a joke. We've had all these jokes at the start about the thing, it's come and gone or whatever. And then we could have, like, she's a receptionist. She's a temp receptionist in a sperm clinic. Why are we not joking about that? Why are we not picking up some humour back in to, like, pick it all back up towards the end?
But we're up to, towards the end. I suppose it's difficult, I imagine, trying to find the tone of this, because when they're making it, they must be like, how far can we go? How jokey can it be? But it still needs to be sort of
It had this
credible
serious
sci-fi
point.
series.
It had all that serious, and then for me, it just stayed on this like rogue. I don't know. I think I needed that. I think I needed something a bit more tongue in cheek, whip it back up, because I sort of was dipping then.
But then you don't want it too silly, yeah. So I think it's just they're just trying to find the tone
The whole
of it.
thing's silly, Mark. She has sex with people and they turn to dust.
Well, it's an alien thing.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It is silly. So you might as well embrace the silly. And I think it kind of needed it. It's a really cool idea, and I really liked it. But for me, about half an hour in, I had a dip. And other people might not have, but I definitely did.
Okay, so just to finish then, let's do what we used to do. Rank our regulars. Who are you more interested in? Or your top three? Or no, actually, just say it. I mean, I know we haven't really seen them very much.
I can't even remember their names. They're not even like, I haven't got their names yet.
Okay, so we've got Jack, Gwen, Tosh, Owen, and Yanto.
Tosh, Owen, Yanto, Jack, Gwen.
Well, that's the thing. That's interesting that you've not seen it before and you're still trying to learn their names because we haven't seen them very much.
That's what I mean. And like, there's not even been that much. They don't even say their names very much. They've said them once.
Maybe we'll save that then for a couple of weeks and we can, as we get through, as you get to know them a bit more.
I'd say, I mean, just off the basis there, I'd say Gwen. Actually, would I? No. Jack, Owen, Gwen, Yanto, Tosh.
Yes.
Tosh. Terrible.
Okay.
Didn't even get her name right.
All right. We'll learn it.
That'll probably
we'll
change. So
yeah. Okay. Well, the next episode is called Ghost Machine. I feel like I'm expecting the tone to go all over the place. So
I think it will, and I liked it. It definitely feels more grown up.
But actually, if it wasn't a sex gas, if it was just a normal gas that just zombified somebody, and they just touched them and killed them, that would be Doctor Who. It's only because it's orgasmic energy that makes it adult and makes them snog everyone.
Yeah.
If you took that out...
Actually, no, I can't, I don't know. Yes, maybe. But I think the way that it's shot and I think the tone of it feels very... The first one felt very Doctor Who because it felt just like the Rose episode.
But it's all a lot of nighttime as well. I mean, we have a bit of daytime
That's what
in
I
this,
mean.
but...
The whole tone of it feels different. Tonally, it feels very different.
Oh, well. Yeah. How do we end this? Well, we better get back up on that lift out into the bay.
Come and gone.
Come and go.
Come and go. Come and go.
Right, everybody. Let's go.
On that note.
Right.
Right,
we're going to go and find some Pump and Hump now. I should sell that as Torchwood merchandise. It definitely exists. I'm determined to find a picture of the real Pump and Hump.
You find that, Mark, please.
So, yeah, anyway, in the meantime, everybody, you can follow us at 2WatchWho on the socials and at 2WatchWho on patreon.com. Check us out on Patreon. We do some extra Gallifrey gossip episodes. I'm also still putting up our older episodes. Oh my God, I'm going to put up next. I was watching our Key to Time cake the other day. I'm going to put that up. That's so hilarious. Making the cakes. So I'll put that. I'm slowly putting those old episodes up there. It's great to watch though. Oh no, on our Patreon.
On our Patreon, I was going to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're still putting things on Instagram, so.
Yeah, every now and then, yeah. Just us making the cakes is quite fun. Or attempts at making Key to Time cakes. It's quite fun.
Oh my gosh.
That was good.
Key to Time cake was
We should make I don't know, sex gas.
I need another 3 years before I make another cake.
Okay, not a sex gas cake.
How would you make a sex gas cake, Mark? It's gas.
All right, you have to interpret the sex gas monster in some kind of food, like a jelly.
Fine. I could do that.
Like that.
I could do that.
Or candy floss.
I was thinking candy floss.
Yeah, candy floss. Anyway.
I have a candy floss maker.
Yeah. Is your sex gas? Sex gas.
Mark laughed because I gave him the middle finger.
Which means the episode is now going to end. See you all next week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
To Watch Who.